You're listening to the Abolitionist Roundtable, patriotic Black American conservative all-access radio, with your hosts, Del, Phil, and Janice. They're leading the charge and advancing the conservative revolution. Join the conversation at 734-822-1600.
And we are back, and I wanted to leave you with that teaser about Obama banning the federal use of the word Negro, because all of this ties in. This is where this opened up all of this transgenderism, the political correct word that you have to use to describe these kind of incidents and things. So what it is one of the things that this whole election that we see unfolding before us this year has been about whether or not political correctness should be addressed. And we need to address it. This is absolute political nonsense.
It is.
For people to ban the government using the term Negro. First of all, we all have on our birth certificates.
Now I was born a little bit after y'all, 1964.
You
and
just a baby.
And mine say Negro.
Yeah.
That's what it said on my birth certificate.
And
well, Phil, dictators have always done this. Okay?
Yeah.
Dictators have always done it. Fascists have always done it. This is not new. The Democrat Party is trying to rewrite history.
That's right.
See, what they're going back in there and eliminate everything that ties them to slavery, racism, Jim Crowism, lynching. So you get rid of the word Negro, which means black in Spanish.
That's
okay? All right? Now, I'm not going to give it up. I'm going to be the black, the Negro, the colored, whatever I want, since we can choose, right? But I ain't going to be no African American.
Right, me
all right?
either.
And like if I had some advice to give to anybody in this country, even Trump, quit catering to groups.
Yes.
Cater to one group, legal America.
That's right.
And you cover everybody.
That's right.
The trans nonsense and all that kind of stuff, because we cannot afford to lose the country, because we won't get it back.
That's right.
These people the Muslims been fighting against Christianity for I don't know how many thousands of years, right?
Yeah.
They haven't given up. The Democrats, when George Washington defeated Britain, the loyalists went out east and they turned into the Democrats. They've been fighting for hundreds of years.
Well, look how long we've been actually fighting on the border, and the Mexicans haven't given up.
They haven't given up either. And
the thing about it is they call themselves Mexican American. They do not call. And see, this nonsense about African American really, truly makes it offensive to me. The Democrats always talking about something that offends them. It should offend every American that had a person, whether or not they were on the side of the South, or whether they were on the side of the North. But they fought a battle in this country, a civil war, to give us citizenship in this country. They changed the Constitution to give us citizenship, and we turn around and allow 5 guys in a row to take that right away from us to be American, and then turn around and tell us that we're African Americans. Well, we just signed ourselves back into slavery.
Well, Phil, it's not what a person call you; it's what you accept.
Exactly.
See, I don't care. If they call me Uncle Tom, so what?
Yeah.
How is that hurting you? If they call whatever they call me, I don't have to identify with it or accept it.
And the reason why I don't accept African American, because I will never, as long as I live and draw breath, I will never put anything before this country.
Exactly.
This country is the absolute sanctuary to everything that anybody said that they can take away anything from you.
Right.
And we have always worked to make sure that everybody in this country felt accepted and wanted and needed, but we seem to have forgotten that. We want to call this country so bad. We want to say some bad things about this country. Well, and the president is no different. He's the one that went over there. He should have been at Pearl Harbor. He's over in Japan.
But Phil, He didn't go there by himself. He went there with the Democrat Party. They sanctioned him all the way. Phil, I'd like to throw this in right quick, if you may.
Yes.
You know, June, and your buddy's been working with me on this here, Dale.
Yeah. And we're going to play the commentary. I wish we had the commentary.
Yeah, I wish I did. Maybe I could, but June's coming up. I'll send it up next time.
Yeah.
You know, June has been designated, and I came up with this concept, and I'm glad that Dale and Reverend has brought into it, as well as yourself, which we call National Heterosexual Recognition and Appreciation Month. June. Now, when I came up with the June, I didn't know that these other people got their celebration too, but they're not ashamed of it. You saying?
Yeah.
But what National Heterosexual and Appreciation Month is, it's to emphasize and to identify the real reason why God created us.
Yes.
For procreation, for family, for marriage, to let our kids know that we are their protectors. On the National Heterosexual Appreciation Month, we want to let people who identify with being a heterosexual to be proud of it, to let people know how you feel, to let people know that you're not afraid to talk about family unity. You're not afraid to talk about the normalcy of life. You see? Because the other side is abnormal. They want to make you think that they are. That's where all this transgender and this nonsense come from. You know, all this rewriting of words, gay. They come and take our language away from us and tell us that we're supposed to have some people that are not happy, and you're going to call them gay. You understand? That's nonsense. So National Heterosexual Month really is now here is we got Phil and Dale. One is that we want to let people know that procreation is right. Families are right. We have to embrace our heritage, and without us, humanity don't exist.
That's right.
All right? Now, when you talk to the other side, and they want to equate themselves with us, my proposal to them is this. Take all the female of you all and put on an island. Let y'all have it. Take all the male of you all, put on the island. And let's see how y'all gonna procreate. Now, how many years can that? Now, you don't have to worry about us. We're gonna do our thing. Because the act that they go through, you cannot be a virgin. You have to commit the act.
That's right.
Right? We don't have to do that. This should let us know that we are unique. We are God's creation.
Yes.
And it says in Genesis 1:28, and thanks to Dale, he brought this to my attention. You understand? He talks about how human beings are put here for, what they're put here for, right? We don't need to give that up. If we give it up, humanity don't exist. So during the month of June, I'm calling on pastors and individuals and organizations to come together, sit down with your children, tell them about the blessings of marriage between a male and a female, not between no two or something else, and saying we don't know what they are because they can change that on a moment's notice. We're talking about normal people. We wouldn't have this nonsense about gender lavatories and all this here kind of nonsense going on if we had stood up and did what God wanted us to do, glorifying him and praise humanity through procreation of male and female and marriage and family. So we, and I said we, in the sense that Dale has been very helpful in putting out this flyer, which people can't see. But if anybody out there wants to know more about National Heterosexual Recognition and Appreciation Month, they can write to me at P.O. Box 21097, Detroit 48221, or they can call at 342-6893-313 at area code. And give
that number one more time. You said it a little fast.
Okay, which one?
The phone number. Give the phone number.
313-342-6893. Okay. And P.O. Box 21097, Detroit 48221. And I can get some more information to them about what they can do.
Yes. Well, that is, exactly what needs to be done. I mean, because we have allowed a movement, and this is all you can call it. It is a movement. They have taken over the schools. They have taken over the workplace, and they brought this agenda in here, and actually it's costing people in terms of lives. It's costing people in terms of loss of dignity. And the Democrats are very good at saying things like, you can't take one person's right away just because you're the majority. But the minority is taking the rights of the majority. They're taking one after another of their God-given rights, and this is again where the Supreme Court and the Democrats have zeroed in on those portions of the Constitution and made them irrelevant, like the God's law type thing, where it's the rights come from God.
That's right.
And His law is that they know
the law of nature.
Yeah, the law of nature.
And nature's
exactly.
God.
Well, Phil.
Yeah.
See, once you let the enemy advance into your position of weakness, they'll win if you don't stop them. What I mean by that is this. We really did need civil rights. Civil rights had to come in because the Democrat Party was subverting the Constitution. We already had the rights in the Constitution. And then from that, you may get some rights for human. But what these other people have done, they have created special rights.
Exactly.
That's what you have to look at.
That's right.
Special rights. How is it that you can take somebody who biologically say that I don't accept how I was created, and then they're going to determine what you do?
Well, the Constitution says all men are created equal, and it says equal protection under the law. But again, what they want is special rights. And this exemplifies how much these are special rights. This is why I say that when they turn around, look, they give special rights.
That's
not only homosexuals and trans, they give it to illegals. Illegals have special rights.
Dale was saying something coming up here, not only the illegals, but also the Muslims that's coming to this country. And all sorts of people that's coming to this country. And I'm calling on the people, if there's anybody out in the radio audience who have any ancestors that have helped to fight the Revolutionary War, the Civil Rights War, the Civil War, I should say, World War I. If there's any patriots out there, they need to mobilize.
And see, the thing is that they're doing the very same thing they're doing with their language. They're erasing the history of the Civil War, Confederacy,